They just want to destroy Australia. Let's have a look. Happy Australia Day, everyone. Grab your stein of coffee, or I've got some nice chilled coffee because of how hot it is. And, well, let's have a talk about what occurred recently regarding good old Captain Cook. A statue at St Kilda was vandalised. And this really shows you just what these activists are pushing for. There's all this talk about changing the date now. Years ago, that wasn't even something that the mainstream media paid any attention to. The voice was soundly defeated. Referendum completely destroyed. Albo wasted significant time, money and resources playing around with his pet projects rather than showing you that he doesn't really have an understanding of the average Aussie or the struggles that they face. And you've got people here that are destroying a monument to a very brave man that made important scientific discoveries around the entire world. You know, the colony will fall. This is the takeaway message from this. You can't be sympathetic to these activists. They want to destroy what's been built here. They want to destroy a country where, sure, there's frustrations with housing affordability and just government that love taxing us and pissing money away on stupid things, but it is very safe. We've got decent healthcare, decent education opportunities, decent prospects. If you want to make a go at it, sure, it feels like you're fighting an upward battle the more success you make. Then we got a bad case of tall poppy syndrome in this country, but it still is one of the better countries in the world where you can live a peaceful life and build a future for yourself and your family. They want to tear this all down. Do you think shifting the date will actually lead to peace and prosperity and the end of this activism? No, it's a nudge. It will embolden them, and they'll push further. Just look at what's happened with other recent things. Well, one thing passes, and all of a sudden now we're pushing these other things, and this. The argument of the slippery slope simply being a fallacy, it seems to fly in stark contrast to the nudge policies to shift the public's opinion and people's behaviour. This is just disgusting. Destroying a statue like this, defacing it like this. I thought what would be interesting would be look at some of the comments that people have left on this Sky News article now, because there are people here that are repairing it, and hopefully it will be put back up. But let's have a look at what the comments have to say. Just more of the typical coward tactics from the activist left. I hope the perpetrators get caught and face the full force of the law, but sadly don't expect anything to happen in the People's Democratic of Afghanistan, aka Victoria, anymore. Yeah, Victoria's just gone a bit funny, hasn't it? It really is our California, guys. It not only shows how these minority activists work, using Aboriginal culture to further their cause, but how dumb and ill-informed they actually are. Captain Cook has nothing to do with Australia Day. It is Arthur Phillip, whom landed here on the 26th of January 1788 and started building this great country. It is plain to see that this ignorance is a direct result of the failing communist woke school system. No, you know what? I wouldn't blame the school system, because I bet you they were taught this at school. It's in the curriculum. They were taught it. They just don't care. They don't care. They just want to destroy. They've got this fantasy in their head of an alternative reality, an alternative Australia they think they can build up. And they've got no idea. It's just going to lead to a disaster. We shouldn't give these people any sympathy. We need to be strict. They need to be punished. And these ideas need to be fought, because they're terrible and they're dangerous. This is the degeneracy of the left coming out here. The only way this colony will fail is if we have a weak and and inept PM. I don't think it will. Honestly, I don't think the colony is anywhere near failing. Not going to happen. Okay, not a chance. Yeah, no. Graham, I live in far north Queensland. I continually hear all these weird news reports from Victoria. This is anti-Australian behaviour, as mentioned above. Weird taxes, Australia's worst state debt, anti-Australia Day councils, and a whole host of other idiocy confined to Victoria. What is it with Victorians? If Victoria was removed from the Commonwealth, it would be a good thing. Just look at the weird politicians produced from the state over the years. The issue is it's a very urban state. It's very urbanized. And they have... people's opinions change. When you've got it a little bit too good, when you're too far removed from the day-to-day of actually building and producing things, then they start, well, going off on a tangent. Maybe this is the danger of large groups collaborating or large people cohabitating together in a city. If they've got Australian citizenship, they would have to have made a pledge. In that case, take away their citizenship and anything else. Send them back to where they came from if they're against Australia. Yeah, the majority of them are probably born here. Okay. I would happily bet a carton that the people who are doing this stuff were born in Australia. Okay? You're not going to have first immigrants over here. I doubt they'd be doing that. Honestly, even first generation probably appreciate living in this country. I'm technically a first generation Australian, everyone. You know, I'm the son of immigrants. My father always proudly showed off his Australian citizenship card. What debate? Australia Day is the 26th of January. Yeah, I mean, that's it. We could change it to Federation Day and maybe make this the landing, call it Landing Day. Make Australia Day Federation Day on the 1st of Jan. And go 26, Landing Day. Or Civilization Day. What about that? Luckily, they've got a 10-year break from being in power for 3. Yes, it'll be interesting to see how they go. The danger is people will fall for Albo's lies, and we'll be thankful for their $10 extra a week, and that'll be enough to get them in. That's how they're going to fight cost of living. Totally disgusting behaviour. I wonder if the perpetrators are recent products of our now woke education system. The fact they associate Captain Cook's statue with the First Fleet makes the chances like this amazing. It's amazing how in 36 years we've gone from a mass celebration in the form of a bicentenary to division, with people having to tiptoe around their celebration of the event. I blame social media. Hit them with their hip pocket, make them pay for repairs. When money is involved, values shift. Yes, 100%. They should pay for this. They probably won't have any money, then just dock their pay until they pay it off. It wouldn't be cheap. It would not be cheap repairing that. We'll fix it and put it in cast iron, high decorative fence. Oh, yeah, that's... What else are the comments here? The perpetrators of this savagery have a limited understanding of Australian history. Remove the political vandals' entitlements to any form of welfare endowments. Well, the problem is they'll probably get arrested, and then they might actually get more affordable housing. So a group of people were there when this happened, and the police were contacted, yet the police saw nothing. Yeah, whatever. Oh, well... When you call the police, they don't appear instantly. It's not like private security. They can take minutes to hours. They come after the crime. This only hardens my resolve to be pro-Australia. Australia, like New Zealand, North and South America, were discovered and settled by Europeans. Replaced with a bigger, balder Cook statue. Always escalate. We've been escalating the war. It's not a war. It's not a war. Okay? And it should be the tribes, not nations. They didn't have nation states. Don't stop pretending. Come on. Flying out to remote Queensland, just looking at how big and vast this country is, and you're thinking people were living here for 45,000 years, if not more, in what amounted to like scrub, bush, and desert. Could you imagine eking out a life there with Stone Age tech? It'd be a bloody nightmare. It really would. So respect to them for doing that, but oh boy. I don't want to live like that. We don't need to go back to that. Okay? We should be thankful that we're living in the modern world, and then we can bicker over this shit. It's not going to make any difference. Everyone is still giving into them and showing them all the, by showing all of the Aboriginal rallies and all of the left-wing interviews, while saying how bad the right is. How about media actually starts to show how bad these people actually are? They won't do that. Look at all the protests in the US. Okay, you had BLM protesters burning down cities, and it was mostly peaceful. Yeah, and you had a bunch of geriatrics parading through the White House when the security guards let them in, and that's an insurrection. Oh, boy. You really can't trust the media. It's used for political and propaganda purposes. I think that most people understand. Well, no, they don't actually. That's the danger. The people who do these sorts of things have nothing to do with their lives. Do it because virtual signaling makes them feel better. Yeah, that's the reason. Okay, they're probably bored. They got nothing on, and by acting out like this, they feel like there's a value and meaning to their existence. I wonder how many of them are family people. You know. Councillors have refused to celebrate Australia Day. This is exactly what happens. You lot in the Labor government has encouraged this behaviour with the division now in the country. Should have taken full responsibility and hang your heads in shame. Catch the culprits and educate them about Captain Cook, who died in Hawaii. This type of vandalism just creates division. It makes me so angry. I just want to pay them back by denigrating a statue that is important to them. More divide of Australia. Stuart's got the problem there. He's getting pissed off and reacting violence with violence. So it's just going to keep going, sadly. So guys, I thought we'd talk about this today. Let's have a bit of a chat about Australia Day. I hope you're all having a good time with your family and relaxing, having a barbecue. We're going to go see family tomorrow. I'll be doing a bit of work today, the good Australian way. It completely fell off my radar with all the stuff we've got on. I try to organise meetings for today with clients, and they're telling me it's Australia Day. So I'm terrible. Anyway, guys, have a great day. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.